What's going on, guys? It's Logan Miller Grinder here, back again with another video, and this time we got All Star by Smash Mouth versus Sale X Pie, and this is going to be another high-rated Edison match worth $1,000. Also, go ahead and check that Discord down below for Hawks Gaming if you want to play more Edison matches like this yourself. For the rock paper scissors shoot, we're going to see Sale X Pie win, and they will elect to go second. Okay. 41 versus 41 for the opening hands. We're gonna see Brain Jacker. Okay, a lot to say said about the Brain Jacker here. Legacy of Yatagarasu, Gale, Jar, another Brain Jacker, and Econ. No idea what this is. And then we have Plague, Dandy, Hidden Armory, Mark, and Amaryllis. So we're playing the Amaryllis burn deck again on the channel. We've seen that previously. Worked out pretty well. Versus Brainjacker Turbo. So let's read this. It says, flip, equip this card to a monster on your opponent's side of the field and treat it as an equip. Okay. And then you take control of it and your opponent gains 500. So it's like a flip effect snatch steal. That could be pretty good depending on what you get out of it. So let's go ahead and see what they do. They're going to go ahead and set 2. Playing a lot of the draw cards, so probably don't have a lot of real back rows. These are pretty good bluffs. Chooses not to set anything else and passes. We draw traded, which is pretty good. Makes our Amaryllis not in the hand. We can summon it. We can use it for our fodder to mark the rows. A lot of ideas there. They're going to go hit an armory, so we do play a second target. Mills the troop. Go ahead and add DDR. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of cool. So now we can like banish with Mark of the Rose, well, eventually, but then we can DDR back our Amaryllis, and then it'll die eventually. They'll take 8. It's a good setup. Okay. We'll trade in the Amaryllis, go ahead and draw into another Amaryllis and a call. So we can kind of start getting our plant plays online this turn. That's kind of nice. It's also a nice discard for our DDR too. Chooses to just set the call, not being proactive with our Dandy or our Plague, and then pass. That's fine. They draw a Sidra. Go ahead and Legacy now. Go ahead and draw into a Caius, and then also Jar into a Fader. Okay. We're going to set the Jacker, and set the Econ, and pass. Go ahead and draw a Botanical Lion for the turn. Card's decent. Okay, go ahead and call the Haunted back to Troop, and then use the effect. We're going to go ahead and mill 3. Mills 3 garbage cards. This would definitely have preferred all 3 of these probably, except for maybe the Armory. I doubt we play a third equip spell here. So go ahead and just set the Dandelion, go to the battle phase. Oh, never mind. Don't go to the battle phase, just pass on that. That's fine though, because our Jacker can jack the Trooper, start milling for us depending on what we want. Still have no idea what this is. Besides, good card Turbo, with the exception of Brain Jacker. Flip it up. We're going to go ahead and equip ourselves to the Trooper and gain control of it. Go battle phase, swing into the Dandy. That's fine. We'll go ahead and get 2 fluff tokens. And okay, turn them into proper fluff tokens. I like it. And then pass. Chooses not to tribute something for Caius, or set another Jacker, or make a Synchro play. It just passes on this. Draws Foolish Return. That's kind of nice. There are a lot of good Foolish targets in this deck. Standby phase, they gain 5 off the Jack. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Go ahead and Foolish Lone Fire. And then we're going to Mark of the Rose. Okay, so we're going to take our Trooper back by equipping it with Mark of the Rose. Okay, banishing Lone Fire. And then we said, no, we're not going to have 2 equip cards on the same monster. That's ridiculous. Why would I do that? And so we're just going to E-contribute it and then take a fluff token for till the end phase. Sure. That is okay. Card Trooper, definitely not going to trigger here because it was not destroyed. Okay, yeah. Just a misclick. We're going to go DDR. Yep, discard the Amaryllis to get back our Lone Fire. Solid stuff. Now we can get into another Lone Fire, which will then tribute the other Lone Fire. Okay, moving stuff around. I guess it makes sense because you don't want this to like randomly destroy the monster. And then go ahead and summon Titanial. Then normal summon, right? Because we marked the, or rather we DDR'd for our first one. So now we've got just a whole lot of plants happening at once. And since we control a lot of plants, they will stick around, make him bigger. Go ahead and swing 22. Yeah, do we drop this? Yeah, there's no reason to not to, right? It's a 3k body, helps us beat over. But we just take it. Okay, sure. Use Amaryllis in the in phase, summon him out. So now if we beat over it, we're going to take 8. Get a lot of plants going for this. This is really good. Draw the Emissary. Kind of unfortunate draw. Wish we had that last turn. And also we have just like actually infinite monsters. So not great. Archias is pretty useless because of the Titanial. So I think we're just going to go Tragodia in, right? Maybe steal something? No, doesn't want to trade like that. To be honest, the fact that we don't have a level 4 in our hand is kind of insane. Okay, just go Tragodia into the Lone Fire, deal as much damage as we can, and pass. We draw a Torrential? I forget when we get the Plague. We'll drew one of those. Normal the Plague, yeah, we're just going to make Brio and wrap this game up. Go ahead and bounce that sucker to the hand, switch to attack, swing 23. And then we say, no, actually, not going to work. We have the Battle Fader. And then in the end phase, we get another cluster. So now we're dealing 16 if these leave. And pass, draw heavy. Okay, tribute summon for Caius. Caius effect, target the Titanial. Yeah, no reason not to negate that. Go ahead and deal 800, put us down to 22 by sending the cluster. Go ahead and special Sidra, and then normal Gale, so we can make a Synchro 8. Okay. Oh, right, no, we normaled the Caius, so obviously that's not the play. Not taking 8 off the Amaryllis. That could matter, I mean. Brio bounced the bluff, battle phase, swing for 200. Yep, still have the blocker, and then we're just going to block that, and then swing in 22. Yeah, that's just game, because even if you do Gore's there, like, it's not lethal, but we have the Amaryllis on field, and there's just actually no way for you to get rid of it, because Gores can't clear Titanial, so yeah, that's just going to be game. So on to the next one, we'll see All-Star by Smashmouth choose to go first. And opening hands, we see Torrential, Econ, good lord, Winged, Rhinos, Fires of Doomsday, Deep Prison, and Dust. And then on the other side, we have Volcanic Counter, Lone Fire Blossom, Mark, Dandy, and DDR. So Winged Rhinos, everyone knows this beloved level 4 Wind Beast Warrior. During either player's turn, when a trap card is activated, return this face-up card from the field to the hand. Yep. Okay, that did make the cut in our 41 card deck. Okay, and then Volcanic Counter says, when you take battle damage while this card's in the graveyard, banish it. Then if there was a fire monster other than Volcanic Counter in the graveyard, inflict damage to the amount of battle damage you took. Okay, this is cool. I think the Amaryllis is a fire, so we can deal 2200 that way. Oh no, it's equal to the battle damage, so you kind of just like magical cylinder, but you still take the damage. Okay, I like this card. Yeah, it makes all sense. Especially since Lone Fire is fire, you can kind of tutor into it. Sure. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and set the Dust Tornado and pass. Okay, we draw Titanial for turn. Not the best. We can discard it off of this, though, so it's not so bad. Just set the Dandelion and pass. Draw T-Roar. Okay, yeah. Alright, so we'll go ahead and draw Hidden Armory. Normal summon Lone Fire, start to get a bit aggressive. Flip the Dandelion over, tribute it for Lone Fire, and then Lone Fire for Lone Fire, get some tokens. Lone Fire effect, tribute the token to bring out Titanial. Alright, I like it. Start step of battle phase, you know, we're going to Threatening Roar. This is a decent amount of damage, and we don't have any of those battle tricks. So we're just going to T-Roar it up, go to the end phase, and pass. We draw Bottomless, some more reactive traps. Feeling like Jonathan Johnson right now. God, yes. Who isn't feeling like Jonathan Johnson right now? Set the fires, set a torrential, and pass. Okay. standby phase, we go ahead and special summon 2 Doomsday tokens. Obviously, you don't want to do it during your turn because you can't summon. But like, not like we had any summons anyway. Regardless, we'll just go ahead and bring out 2 chump blockers, and then we're going to torrential the field. Makes sense? Yeah, that's really good. So Titanium does not protect from destruction, so everything's going to get wiped. But like, I don't know, our opponent still has 6 cards in our hand. We have no reactive traps. If that was our play, I feel like we should have said bottomless, so that we can kind of keep up the tempo. Because, I don't know. Now they're just going to set up again, right? Or maybe not. Maybe we just set volcanic counter and pass. Okay. Draw cylinder for turn. This deck continues to amaze me. So go ahead and go to main phase. Set the bottomless this time, and then just pass on that. Charge. That's really good. That'll give us a Ryko to start eating at these. Hits a cluster. I mean, we have an infinite fodder for that guy, so he's just going to be coming out on top. Grab Lila. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. We saw that in the last list. It's a more proactive way to deal with these. Okay. Sure. Go ahead. Probably normal it. Get bottomless. He does have prio, though, so probably just didn't wait for the priority, because now we know not to hit this. We're just going to hit the other back row. So, or I guess they're being considerate. Or maybe they just don't know that you can do this with prio. Anyway, just chooses not to. We're going to special summon the Lila from the Banish Zone by discarding Plague. Cool. And then we're going to dust, but we're going to duster this. Yeah. Because you just don't want that going in anywhere. Maybe not in the graveyard for a possible reborn play. So deals with that nicely. Our back row have been stalling the game out pretty well, but now we have the Amaryllis that's coming back. So we need to start thinking about ways to deal with this guy. Draw Mirror Force. Okay. Just set both and pass. Sure. Draw Card Destruction. Okay. That makes sense in this deck. You have a lot of like kind of soft bricks. You want to load your deck with plants, so might see that activated later. Right now we have a lot of good spells, so oh, this guy from Grave too, huh? Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. Okay, good. So we'll use Hidden Armory, grab the DDR, target the Lila again. This time, nothing we can do with that. Lila effect, go ahead and pop the Mirror Force. That helps us a lot. Switch the cluster to attack. Battle phase, swing 22. Just kidding, we have Cylinder, so we're going to go ahead and reflect that damage. Yep, and go in phase where we will mill 3. Is mandatory to mill, unfortunately, so I guess they just missed that. That's fine. Oh no, they got it. Nice. Okay. And they hit a... Oh, wow, that's actually so big. They hit a cluster too, so they can summon that in the in phase. But I guess they're just choosing not to. Go ahead and use the Rhinos to attack over. Set the Deprison and pass. Draw another Titanial. Okay, so now we're really thinking about this card destruction, right? Yeah, or we could just tribute size summon Titanial too. That doesn't sound so bad either. No, we're just going to card destruction. Yeah, makes sense. Draw trade in Morphing Jar. Yeah, kind of lame. They drew Trust Shoot and Dracodia, even lamer. So we're just going to go ahead, go battle phase, try and swing 22 into the Rhinos. And we're just going to deprison that, banish it. Oh, it's optional. Okay, I thought this was mandatory and that you just like had to do that every time. Like a spirit monster or something, but no. Okay, being optional is kind of cool. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead, main phase 2, set the Morphing Jar. I mean, we have literally no cards in hand. Doesn't get better than that, right? Summon out the cluster and pass. Draw a Battle Fader. Battle phase, beat over the cluster, take 8. Dink. Set the Dust Shoot and pass. Go ahead and go main phase, draw a Wing Blast. We're just going to set that and then flip Morphing Jar. Yep. Draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on both sides. What we draw Needle Sealing, Caius, MST, BrainCon, Heavy. Okay, so we have a lot of ways to deal with these back row, but not a lot of proactive plays. I mean, the Caius is kind of proactive, I guess, if we want to tribute over this. And they draw Trade In, Lila, Dandy, MST, Dust Shoot. Okay, well, the Dust Shoot's going to deal with this Caius really easily. And our Dust Shoot is probably going to deal with the Dandy, if I had to guess. But yeah, we Dust Shoot, look at the opponent's hand. Pretty decent. We're going to go ahead and put that Lila. Okay. Set the Andes, set the MST, go to in phase, cluster comes back, and pass. Oh, but this heavy, oh man. I mean, it's not like the world's craziest heavy, but still, that's just like a whole different world. I'm going to go ahead and put back the Caius, makes sense. MST, why are we MSTing? We have Heavy Storm. I guess we want to save it? I don't know, it seems strange. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and MST, get lucky, hit the Wing Blast. We'll chain the Wing Blast on the Rhinos, but that's not very good, right? Because you can just dodge it with the Rhinos effect. What? Okay, yeah, you definitely can't put back the MST. Yeah, okay. So go ahead and now we heavy. Sure. Hit the MST and the trade-in, which, I mean, that's totally fine. You don't really care about those at all. Set Needle Sealing. Doesn't want to apply any pressure by summoning the Sidra. I have no idea why you wouldn't. But, okay. Oh, it's because we have Needle Sealing. Duh. Yeah, we don't want to wipe our own field. We want to use Needle Sealing really proactively once they flip these up. But wouldn't you summon Rhinos, though, in that case? Because, like, you just normal summon it, beat over. You know, they flip one or two of these guys up. We'll have 4 no matter what, right? And then they go battle phase. We Needle Sealing. We chain Rhinos. That seems pretty good. But, okay. Go ahead and flip over some dudes. Draw Foolish. Starts at battle phase. We're just going to Needle Sealing. Deal with these. Seems pretty good. And then main phase 2. Flip over the Dandelion. Go ahead and use Plague Effect, put back the Foolish to Synchro Summon for Catastor. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Catastor seems really nice. We know that their only monster is Rhinos, and we haven't seen anything, and even if they manage to deal with Catastor, we have 2 Fluff tokens. Yep. Oh. Okay, we're just making Android instead. Okay, I mean, it's not much worse, right? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. Very little difference between making this and Catastor. I guess this has more attack points and you're getting more life points. Sure. I like this play a lot. Go ahead and summon out the Amaryllis. Still plenty of plants. We're not, like, starving for them. Draw the Jacker. Alright. Love it when we draw Jack off the top. Go ahead and Brain Con the Android. Yep. And just go battle phase, swing over the Amaryllis, take 8, and then tribute summon for Sidra. Okay, sure. Draw the Foolish that we have at the top. Our deck is getting kind of low, right? We don't have a lot. Only 12 cards left in deck. Might deck out, depending on the pace of this game, which this deck seems to be very content to play it slow. So we'll go ahead and Foolish. We'll send the second Volcanic counter. So now it's really tough for this deck to, like, push for lethal, because we have Amaryllis, which is a 2200, so if they attack, they take 22, and then they attack again, they take 22, and if this comes back, they take 8. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That is a tough one. Oh, we're going to do it now, like, proactively. Yeah, because we are at 48, so we're going to take 22. And then take 22, puts us at 5, and then the Amaryllis is just, like, unoutable. Right? Like, you have to banish it or something. I don't even know what you would do. I mean, I guess you have Brainjacker? I guess you have Brainjacker, yeah. You have to... Oh. Okay. Alright, never mind. We win the game. Cool. Nice play. Yeah, that's tough. Ooh, man, that is super unfortunate. Yeah, but, like, yeah, nothing you can do about that. All right, so on to game 3. We will see Salix Pie choose to go first. Opening hands, we see Braincon, Crow, Gale, Gores, MST. On this side, we have Lonefire, Sangan, Windblast, Card Des, MST, and Burial. All right, Burial makes a lot of sense in this deck. Turns your Amaryllis on for, like, ever. So just set Sangan, set Wing Blast, and give it a pass. And then we just pass. We draw Threatening War, and we just pass. Yeah, okay. We want to turn Gores on quickly. And this deck doesn't have a lot of like instant pressure, so we're okay to just like put it all on the line for a bit. We draw Mark of the Rose and we just pass. Not fearing our opponent who didn't do anything, so okay. Bet you we just pass again on this side, and we do. Draw Tragodia and then pass. On our side, we draw Raikou, and okay, never mind. They wanted to set the T-Roar this time. Sure. Draw Raikou, set Raikou, and pass. We draw a second Threatening Roar. We set MST and pass. There is no Mystic Mine on the field, by the way. They're just doing this. Draw, I think, DDR or something. Go ahead and flip Raikou and try and destroy this. Hey, it's Threatening Roar. Let's use it. We mill Dandy, Lila, Traden. Go ahead and get those fluff tokens off Dandy's mandatory effect. MST, target the second Threatening Roar. Or sorry, this is the MST, right? I'm losing my mind. And then MST, target the Wing Blast. Sure. Go ahead and normal Lone Fire. Lone Fire, tribute a token. Summon Lone Fire. Lone Fire, tribute a token. Summon Titanial. Alright. And then we can't go to the battle phase because we are T-Roared, so just pass. Draw Prison for turn. Set another T-Roar and pass. Draw Trooper. Okay. And then Lone Fire effect, tribute itself for another Titanial. And then Lone Fire, tribute itself, what, for the third? Yep, we are Titanialed up right now. Max Titanialage. Put the Raikou to defense, set a DDR, and the Mark, and the Burial, and activate card destruction. Wow. Yeah, this card destruction is crazy. I mean, yeah, we're just getting rid of every good card in our opponent's deck, pretty much. So, discard Card Trooper, and then discard our entire hand. Draw a fresh one. We draw the Rhinos, Bottomless, Caius, Dust, Caius, Torrential, and we draw a Raikou. So, yeah, okay. Flip Sangan. This is lethal on board, so we're going to have to... Oop, we have Threatening War 2. Just go to the end phase and pass. Draw for turn, we draw a second Rhinos. I'd be damned if we normal summon this card, so we're just going to set 3 and pass. Oh, we actually did it. Wow. Okay, crazy. Battle phase, we're going to go Rhinos into the Raikou. Yep. That is fine. Pass, draw Foolish Burial. Going to go ahead and use that for the Amaryllis. Yep. I'm surprised one of our Lone Fires didn't tag into a second Amaryllis. You know what I mean? Getting that in rotation really early seems nice. Like, I feel like the third Titanial is kind of redundant, right? We don't need max Titanialage, especially when, like, this is our win condition. But here we are. We're going to go ahead and Foolish that. Put one of the Titanials, second and third Titanial, really playing around Mirror Force here. We're going to Dust the Burial and then Chain the Rhinos. Sure. Go ahead and just take 28. No battle stoppers this time. I mean, this is really decent. Oh, but this Torrential is about to go stupid. Yeah, it's about to go dumb. Because we're going to like normal this and then Torrential and then bounce it back to hand. Yeah, it seems really ridiculous. Oh, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and wipe everything. Sangan, get a search. And we'll go ahead and grab Morphing Jar. That seems also really good, because this guy has nothing but normal summon. And go ahead and pass by setting the Morphing Jar, and then Amaryllis will come back to the field. We get a bottom slat. That's really good for us. That just means that there's nothing really to contend with. All we have to do is like beat the Morphing Jar, but even that sounds impossible. It also means that we can like normal summon Patchy, and then the Amaryllis basically can never come back. So that might be a play we're considering. Draw into T-Roar. Definitely setting that, and then we set the Patchy. Okay, doesn't want to battle into it. Sure. Main phase, draw call, set call, activate DDR, summon back the Titanial by pitching Amaryllis. Okay. Resolve Morphing Jar. Go ahead and discard and then draw a fresh 5. We draw Cylinder, Sidra, Dust, DD Crow, Mirror Force. So a lot of reactive traps. Heavy, Wind Blast, Amaryllis, Plague Spreader, and Torrential. Okay. This heavy is going to go stupid. Eventually. Normal Summon the Plague. Go ahead and sink for 4. Make Armory Arm. This card's nuts. Go ahead. Call of the Haunted on our Lila. Yep. Use the effect of Lila. Go ahead and try out the T-Roar, but we can't. Because it's T-Roar. Set the Wind Blast. Target a lot of spell trap activity. And just go in phase where we resolve our Amaryllis. Doesn't want to DD Crow that. Yeah, okay. I was going to say we have to DD Crow that for sure. Okay. Draw Caius. Oh, man, Caiusing seems kind of nice. Like, flip this up and then Caius, but like... I mean, yeah. Run it. Sounds really broken. Oh yeah, we have to mill 3 off the Lila. Good call. And then go ahead and flip the Patchy, wipe the field. Yep. Choose not to null summon Kai. I think that's fine. Just sit on the unremovable body for a long time. Deal 12. Set some traps. Pass. In phase, we're going to Wing Blast. Yep. Put that guy away. Interesting. We choose the back row. I guess we're just like trying to snipe a Judgment. But even if we are trying to snipe a Judgment, I don't know, that seems super risky. Why not try and like just out this so we have a game plan next turn? I guess we don't have a game plan next turn, even if we do, because they'll just draw it for turn and then normal summon it again. We're still relying on like a good top deck. Okay. I guess that's fine. Sure. Go ahead and draw Hidden Armory for turn. That's really good, because now we can grab back DDR and start playing with our Amaryllises again. Yeah. Oh, well, no, we can't, because the Patchy Cephalo's here. Okay. We're going to go ahead and mark the Rose, the Patchy. Sure. Just take control, beat face. Not even going to use Heavy Storm. Okay, so that was just never our plan to heavy, because we don't want to mark the Rose, the Patchy Cephalo. Okay. Go ahead and pass. Patchy Cephalo returns to us. We draw Magic Cylinder. We go Battle Phase and hit. Still doesn't want to commit to this Caius. This card's locking it down. No reason to tribute summon just yet. Set the cylinder and pass. In our standby phase, we get the Patchy Cephalo. Just go Battle Phase after drawing charge. Yeah, it probably doesn't have a target after this because we've gone through both Lilas and both Raikos. So we're just like trading hits with this Patchy Cephalo. Go ahead and beat face. Deal 12. Does not want to cylinder that. Which... Okay, sure. I guess we're like not at all worried about this game state because we could at any point deal with it. We're just choosing not to. That's fine. Draw another dust. Go ahead and go battle. Hit with the Patchy Cephalo. Set the dust. Pass. Returns to us. We go battle phase. We hit for 12. Well, we hit ourselves with 12 because we're going to Magic Cylinder this. Yep. Set charge. Set dust shoot and pass. It comes back to us. We're going to dust the dust shoot, sure, and then we're going to dust the new set. All right, so we got both out of the way. So that means that, I don't know, this Mark of the Rose is here to stay. That's fine. We're just going to go battle phase, probably, right? Yep, hit 12. Opponent is at 2,000 life points. Tribute, summon Sidra, I guess, and then we're going to torrential it. Yeah, that makes sense. Because, I don't know. I guess it's not bad. It stops it from coming back to them. And then later on, we can just attack for lethal. Okay. But pass. Now our Hidden Armory is live, so we can start getting that guy on the field. Obviously, they have Mirror Force and Battle Fader, so it's not going to work. But heavy, out the Mirror Force. Nice. And then Hidden Armory, mill Hidden Armory, and grab DDR. DDR, pitch Botanical Lion, bring back Titanial. Battle phase. We're going to go ahead and trade with Battle Fader. Otherwise, it was lethal. Exact lethal. And then pass. Oh, but the Amaryllis can return, right? That's a big deal. Draw Sidra. Yep. Go ahead and normal Caius. Caius is mandatory to target. And Titanial can protect... I didn't even know that. You can Titanial even if it targets a card on your opponent's field. So no matter what Caius targets, Titanial can negate and destroy, which we will do. We're going to take 8 off of the Amaryllis, right? No, because it wasn't destroyed. It was tributed. Okay. So we'll special summon Sidra in defense. And we'll just beat into it. Draw Royal Decree. It's not going to come up, probably. In phase, the Seed will come back, or the Amaryllis will come back. Draw Pachycephalo. Okay. I mean, that keeps them in the game, right? Because they can just set this, and then it'll blow up their field. I'm going to flip Royal Decree now, playing around anything. But yeah, that's Pachycephalo. Oh no, it's Royal Decree for turn. Or Mirror Force for turn under the Royal Decree that we flipped preemptively. Jeez. Alright, well, go ahead and try and go for game here over the Pachycephalo, but it's not going to be it, because we have Pachycephalo specifically. It was destroyed though, so we're going to lose 8. And then the Amaryllis returns. So we'll pass on that. Draw Econ, that'll stall the game out. Yeah, I mean, they're going to deck out. I feel like that's almost impossible to avoid. Because this deck is all just like battle tricks. Econ, set the Amaryllis. Draw Mindcon. That is the end of the game. Dang. Yeah, that's one of the few cards that like doesn't block an attack in this deck. It's like even a Sidra, or not a Sidra, like a DD Crow. I guess we're out of Threatening Roars. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. Mindcon, you know, it would be the end game, but it can't attack. So it's just GG's from there. I mean, maybe if you set it, they won't attack into it, but like, there's just no reason not to, right? They're under Royal Decree, so this would have to be another Econ. Yeah, I guess the Royal Decree limits how many it can be, because it can't be like another D Prison. Yeah, or a Cylinder. Alright, so it's going to be Mindcon. GG's. Draw Knock. Yeah, okay. That's, wow, that was a crazy game. Down to the last card in deck. We got to see both players' engines really pop off there. Wow, yeah, that was a crazy game. Seeing how long the match was, I mean, I can't imagine that was anything less than 2 hours. Okay, yeah, an hour and 16. All right, that will be the Logan Miller Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.